Hello there, everyone, and welcome to a live stream that I was not expecting to make this evening, but when duty calls, model behavior is there to answer the call. It's a terrible intro. So we've got some new potential leaks coming out of China. Not mine this time, or my associates, but Spicy Psyduck over on Twitter, who apparently does have a very good reputation as someone who posts about news and upcoming figures. So it's not just some random Yahoo, but someone who is at least established in the toy reporting on things type genre that we call this nonsense we do. So Spicy Psyduck got this information from China. It was in Chinese, has since been interpreted and reinterpreted. So take this for what it's worth. But like I said, it's not one of my regular sources. This is something completely separate, but it does give us a lot of potential fun things to talk about. So you want to talk about them? Well, let's talk about it. So first of all, we're going to be getting a Build-A-Figure wave that's going to kick things off with a Ghost Rider figure. And that's kind of cool because I love me some Ghost Rider, and it'll be even cooler if that Ghost Rider turns out to be Vengeance. If they redo their Toy Biz style Vengeance with the big old teeth and the spikes, hoo-ha! That could actually be wicked. So that's a promising start for this list. Then, as another part of that wave, we've got what's listed as latest comic version Wolverine. So that could be something kind of cool. I was thinking maybe the latest version is the Ultimate Wolverine with the red and black costume, the cool little face mask. That could be awesome. But I also thought they could do something really boring and just do the adamantine version of Wolverine, which is the current modern storyline where he's battling some adamantium themed villain and just has gold claws and maybe gold eyes or something. I don't know. It's pretty lame, to be honest. Hopefully that's not it. Then there's Hawkeye, and that's all we got. So some other version of Clint Barton, maybe, or perhaps the Bullseye version of Clint Barton. Add another member to the Dark Avengers roster. That could be possible. Again, time will tell. Then, this is a funny one. We've got Mariner. And this was the focus of a lot of scuttlebutt and back and forth and trying to figure things out. But it turns out that maybe it's Namor's wife, Mariner Smallwood. Not familiar with the character. Very random, but who knows? If it's going to be someone related to Namor, I'd love to see Namorita. And that could always be the case, but we'll find out eventually. Or not, if none of these come to fruition. I hope they do, though, because there's some potentially very exciting stuff here. Next, we've got a Pulse version, or I guess Hasbro Pulse, Iron Man Mark III Grey, which is kind of surprising because Mark III is very similar to the 20th anniversary costume. It could still maybe qualify as like a new version, but it's not too unusual. But the gray, that's Mark III is red and gold. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. Then this is where it gets real juicy. Marvel Rivals. Okay, according to this list, they're going to be making Marvel Rivals figures. So that's exciting. And the first one listed here is Punisher. That could be an amazing figure. Marvel Rivals, we didn't think they were going to do it. And when I said we, I mean me. Because I thought, no, yes, it's a license to print money, but this is too much new sculpting and stuff. But maybe they're going to do it. And speaking of things that I was hoping to will into existence, Maximum Line is coming back with Thor. Again, I'm saying this with like ultimate confidence. I'm not, but you know, it'd be cool if it happens. If it's the OG classic looking Thor with a spinning Mjolnir, angry face, cloth cape, a load of lightning effects. Oh, baby, that could be wicked. So fingers crossed that is going to be the case. Then we got a different subline now. Magic the Gathering, which maybe would fall under Gameverse. I mean, we just had the Savage Land with the Marvel Snap Gameverse tie-in, so maybe, you know, a card game. But the important thing is the first one listed, Doom 2099. That's pretty wicked, because a load of people have wanted Doctor Doom 2099 for the longest time. Really cool design. That would be wicked. The next one listed is Magic the Gathering Invisible Woman, which on its own, it's just Sue Storm. But if it's Malice, that could be a really, really cool one to have. So we'll find out. But if it could be Malice, that would be wicked. Then Cloak and Dagger, which if it was Marvel Rivals, I think that would make a lot of sense. It would tie in with the new brand, and they're enjoying a resurgence of popularity from that game, so it could happen. But right now, it's just Cloak and Dagger. And then this is also kind of interesting: a specific comic book story version, Avengers: The Crossing, Scarlet Witch and Vision. So okay, maybe we'll get Teenage Iron Man at some point as well. But Scarlet Witch, I really liked her costume in this era. It kind of had hints towards her old classic sort of look, but a bit more modern. It was good. Vision didn't really look that different. He had a bit of a different sort of costume design, but not much to it. Now we got some big guns. We're moving over to the MCU and Avengers 5 Doomsday. And when I saw this listed, at first I thought, nah, you've lost credibility with me. And then I thought, well, no, these figures take 2 years to make, and the movie's about 2 years away. So not even that. So yeah, it would make sense that they are in production. So Doctor Doom kicking things off, of course, makes perfect sense. Then we're getting Thor. I'll whiz through these since we don't even know what they're going to look like in that movie, but we kind of know who the actors are, so why belabor the point? Then Mr. Fantastic and Herbie in a 2-pack. Then we're getting Invisible Woman and Human Torch. I'll just show pictures of their current figures because they'll probably just reuse them. Then, again, moving away now, Walmart Punisher. So that's kind of cool. So I'm hoping it's going to be a classic Frank Castle. Because, hey, welcome back, Frank. He's back in Marvel Legends form, but now we need black and white. White gloves, white boots, all the accoutrements. Give us classic Punisher. I'd love to see that. Then back to Avengers 5. This is in a really random order, but hey, I'm not going to criticize someone else's work. I'm just going to make content out of it. So Avengers 5, The Thing. So we got The Thing coming back. Then back over to Marvel Rivals, Spider-Man and Luna 2-pack. So this kind of gets me excited. Another version of Spider-Man, but I like this version in particular because it's the big black spider on the chest. Looks very sensational Spider-Man. Kind of dig that. And Luna has been one of the new stars to come out of Marvel Rivals. So I think fans will want to snap her up as well. So typically you got to buy another Spider-Man to get her, but there we are. Then Marvel Rivals Moon Knight, all on his lonesome, but there you go. So he doesn't get the 2-pack treatment. But 2 characters who do are Jeff the Land Shark and Venom. And these are 2 big crowd pleasers. So I think Jeff is going to fly off the shelves. People love that cute little guy. And then Venom's Venom. Venom's always going to sell. So that could be a really fun 2-pack. Then moving on, we've got Pulse Shape-Shifting Outfit, ? Not sure what this is. Yep, neither do I, brother. But if you say shape-shifting, I'm instantly going to think Super Skrull, which it could be. So a Pulse exclusive Super Skrull? You never know. Then we got Pulse, Muse, and Bullseye. So another potential 2-pack from Daredevil Born Again. A Disney Plus version of Muse and Bullseye? Could be pretty wicked, actually. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Then Pulse Punisher Mecha. That's a bit more unusual. A mech Punisher? I mean, there is a giant, ridiculous Punisher mech in some story, but also there's the War Machine Punisher armor that Frank wore as well, which they have done in Marvel Legends form, but it wasn't great. It was really just a repainted MCU War Machine. So a proper comic book version, it could be kind of fun. Then back over to Magic the Gathering, we got Black Panther, and then also we've got Captain America. So, Black Panther and Captain America. There you go. Now, the next one does get the blood a-pumping. Some sort of Sentinel pack. I hear Sentinel, and of course, my mind just thinks, well, Capcom Sentinel, baby. I've had a few of these on my previous leak list, so maybe it's coincidence, or maybe there is actually some correlation and causation. We don't know. But the Capcom Sentinel, that's the last piece of the puzzle for the Capcom lineup, or at least from the Marvel side of it. So really, come on, we got Blackheart, we got Gargantos or Shuma Gorath. Like, come on, they got to give us that Sentinel eventually. Hopefully, this is going to be the time for it. Then, circling back around, as we do, we're going back over to Avengers 5 Doomsday, but we're going over to the Fox universe. We're getting Cyclops, who I really hope they give him like a proper X-Men version of his costume. None of that black leather. Then Gambit, so Channing Tatum in the Marvel Legends form. That's great. Sam Wilson, Captain America. So another version of Sam. And also Shang-Chi as well, making his comeback to the MCU. I'm glad. I like Shang-Chi. Then sticking with MCU, but going back over to a second wave of Deadpool and Wolverine figures. And again, these were on my list as well, which means that, well, there could be something to these. Again, from what I understand, Spicy Psyduck on X, like he's reputable, you know? So he probably wouldn't post this if he didn't think it came from a reliable source. So we're getting Deadpool and Wolverine Elektra. So Jennifer Garner getting her time in the spotlight. Then this is, I don't know, man. Cavalrine. It's on the list. So Henry Cavill, Wolverine. Is it going to happen? We'll find out, hopefully. Then one that's a bit of a mystery. It just says Deadpool and Wolverine, Wolf something. Not sure. Again, this is from a literal Chinese whispers going back and forth translating Chinese product listings. So Wolf, I thought, well, maybe could Sabretooth have been turned into Wolf through mistranslations? Well, maybe. Well, that's another one for speculation. And also for speculation, we've got Maximum Spider-Man black costume. So, I mean, they wouldn't just release the same Maximum Spider-Man pack, but black costume, would they? Or maybe they'll just do black costume Spider-Man with the body of Maximum Spider-Man, but without all the accessories. I don't know, but that's what's on there. Then we've got, as just one entry here, Daredevil Season 2, Series 2. So I guess maybe just one figure, and maybe that is Daredevil himself, because we've seen from the previews that he at least owns, not the previews, they were shown in the series. He owns all these different colored costumes to reference, eras from the comics. So it could be a different version of Deadpool. Daredevil. You know what I'm talking about. Then we've got Captain America. No. Just American Secret Bath. No idea. American Secret? That's a complete mystery to me. I just think Captain America, that's too obvious. America Chavez. What was it? What was the big kaiju? American kaiju? Is that it? No, it wouldn't be that. That'd be crazy. So yeah, the jury's out on that one. Then we got Lady Deadpool. So we had Lady Deadpool way back in the day, but looks like we're going to get another one. And then also Psylocke too. These are both part of a bath wave here, along with the American Secret. American Secret, Lady Deadpool, and Psylocke, all part of a bath wave. With Psylocke, we just got her in the 2-pack. They could just do the same figure with a Crimson Dawn on her face. I don't think they'll do that. Maybe one, different version of her costume. And then wrapping things up, we've got in this wave, I guess, Wolverine pool. So it was only a matter of time. I'm surprised we haven't had a Wolverine Deadpool mashup figure before. But yes, a Wolverine pool. And finally, I think, just checking down the notes to see if there's anything else there. No, I think this is the last one. US Agent. And we have had a US Agent in the last couple of years. And he was kind of classic US Agent. US Agent has worn other costumes in the past, so it could be a different version of that character, but we don't know. But that's it. That's it, folks. That does it for not mine, but Spicy Psyduck's potential Marvel Legends leak list. I'm just going to go through here. Oh, wait. Also, it says here, managed to translate the X-Men 97 first. So there's an X-Men 97 wave as well. It's a lot of stuff here. So Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean, Rogue, Northstar? Was Northstar even in X-Men 97? I don't remember. That's just my memory. And one more, which I don't understand. Going to get my wife to help translate and then get back to you. Thanks, Psyduck. Still working on the list. So I love this as a team effort here. Oh, and then the next comment was, the last one is Havoc. So, okay. And I do believe that does it for all of the leaks at the moment. So shout out not only to Spicy Psyduck, but also all the people who have helped him translate and retranslate these listings here. Are they going to come true? Well, I mean, we can't all be model behavior, am I right? Even I have a hard time doing it. But I would love for these to come true. So thank you so much, Spicy Psyduck, for putting these out into the world. And I hope you guys have enjoyed just spitballing what they might be. What do you think, guys? Comment below. Let me know. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Hey guys, I appreciate you inviting me on this boat trip, but can I have a life jacket? Oh no, we've got something better for you. Oh!
Don't worry, I'm here to save you. You kids need to be more careful. Everyone should wear a life jacket when you're out sailing.
Oh, but we meant to throw him overboard. He refuses to get a Model Behavior channel membership.
Oh, well, in that case, back in the water with you.
I'm gonna catch him. Thanks, hovercraft guy.
Actually, my name is...
It doesn't matter.
Well, at least we got rid of another dumb kid who's too stupid to get a Model Behavior channel membership.
I know, right? He didn't realize the value of being able to join in with all the nearly daily live streams.
I know, what a loser. All right, kids, I'm going now. Bye.
The Transformers. Big time.